so much.
Yeah, I know it's been about a month since we had one of these sit downs, but it looks like we headed right into the teeth of a crazy retro season, and it's about that time. So go ahead and buckle up. We going from 0 to 60 in a flash.
Turn my swag on. Take a leg in the mirror.
Brand new day where sky's the minimum milestone mafia. Welcome back to Things and Stuff. I'm your host, Ja.
But you got to have vision.
And as always, inspirationally humble for every pair of eyes watching and every pair of eyes vibing what we got going on. And I know why you're here. As you saw in the thumbnail and description, we are healing our inner child with a couple of recent drops. Super dope retros, talking about none other than the Jordan 14 Ferrari and the Jordan 5 Grape. Got two shoes, no time to waste. Let's mash the gas.
Now, is there anyone out there who wants to go fast?
I want to go fast.
Jordan 14 Retro Box, I'm feeling it. Knocking out the 4th spot of our top priority list for 2025. Tinker Hatfield's inspiration for the Jordan 14 is designed to highlight MJ's love for Ferraris. And altogether, this model has more design changes than I've ever seen on any Jordan. But in 2014, the OG release of this wrapped it all up in a pretty bow. And these motherfuckers, as Mike Rich would say, is cleansed. Seamless red nubuck upper, can't forget that Jumpman, with these dope carbon fiber accents along the base. Ferrari inspired Jumpman logo is iconic, and this metallic grille that wraps all the way to the outsole with the Pirelli tire type traction pattern, 14 in Roman numerals, and the heel panel with the yellow 23 is gorgeous. Got your matching tail lights just to round off the portfolio. Like y'all, this design is just sleek in the sexiest way. And even though the materials aren't as plush as the OG, I am still stoked to have these in the retro form. Great 5s. These are classic. We're not gonna argue about that, right? From the Wheaties box to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, these just scream 90s. I done had a couple of pairs of these in my time, and the Salvation Army and Goodwill got them all. But this iteration with the Nike Air on the back, staying home with me. The leather on the upper is super soft, and I already know these gonna be a crease magnet. Probably should have doubled up. That midsole with those teal shark teeth matching that tongue. Ooh. Not exactly 3M on the tongue like most 5s, but it does have that shimmer to it, and I dig it. Now my thought is that the Grape colorway comes from Nike founder Phil Knight's love of his purple Porsche 911. I don't have no sources to verify that. It's just something I saw in the movie Air, so I'm gonna start the rumor and run with it. But yeah, I definitely should have doubled up on these, man. These gonna get some run out of it. All right, so the big so what? Yeah, I know some people just say they just shoes, but what does the story surrounding the shoes mean to me specifically is like 90% of why I buy the pairs that I buy. And when I see both of these, what I think about is like manifestation. Like when you have big dreams, the distance between where you are now and where you want to go can seem unsurmountable. And that kind of makes us fall back into, it's just that, it's just a dream. And unfortunately, when this happens, a lot of us, we scale back our aspirations to be more realistic. But if we can be honest with each other, like 99% of all of the goals that we want to achieve is inspired by someone else who did something similar to what we're trying to get accomplished. So if they have done it, that inherently makes the thing realistic. You understand what I'm saying? And that's where faith comes in, like belief in the unseen, like not knowing the future, putting things in the hands of a power that's higher than yourself. See yourself doing the thing. Visualize it. Like, what does it look like? And more importantly, what does it feel like? And if you can put yourself in that space of mind, no matter how far you are from achieving that goal, you just got a little bit closer. And that's something to be celebrated. You'll find yourself plotting motion based on who that person is. You'll find yourself making decisions based on that person. And once again, you will need faith to get through these storms to know that the thing can get accomplished, because the road to it is not going to be easy. Nothing great has ever been accomplished in the place of comfortability. Nothing. Shit, we talk about visualization, man. I visualized the on-foot portion of this video, and as I am filming right now, I still don't even have those spots solidified. So we gonna see how it turns out.
Is that gonna be hard to do? No, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really?
Yeah, your ambitions may be lofty, but let me tell you, as a living testimony, that your imagination is not as creative as God. And I promise you that is the most 1000% thing that I'd ever tell you. And because we don't really know that, sometimes we don't think big enough. Okay, so I'll go like materialistic on this. Would I like to own like an actual Ferrari one day? Nah. But you know, there are cars that up there, like matter of fact, specifically that Maybach truck. I want one of those. At $250,000, that seems like extremely lofty, but you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna block my pathway to that blessing by saying that it can't be done. You feel me? Do not doubt your will to make it happen, and more importantly, don't doubt God's will to see it through.
Message.
And that's with everything. And that visualization is important because, you know, everything manifests itself as a thought first. So whether it be like, hey, I want to be, you know, the best father. Like, how am I going to do that if I don't visualize what that looks like? How do I know what type of creative I want to be if I don't see the creation in my mind first? How do you know your business won't be the next Fortune 500 company if you don't see everyone purchasing and using your products? How are you going to know whether or not you deserve a seat at the table if you don't first picture yourself in the room? And I don't care where you are in your journey or how it looks right now. Passion, persistence, patience, or as my dog Type B would say, we down, but we not up yet. And I don't really know what that means, but when he says it, it makes all the sense in the world. That makes sense to you? But all right, there we go. Ferrari 14s, Grape 5s. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, go ahead and become a friend of mine by hitting that like button, dropping your thoughts down in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on the sneakers? These gas or pass? These all gas, by the way. We'll accept no slander. You just got to step closer to your goals. Go ahead and drop a fire emoji or a car emoji in the comment section, man. Let us know. And of course, the book stay wide open for you to become a friend of ours by subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you know every single time that the Milestone Mafia is leaning on that algorithm. Next up, I told y'all, summer's heating up. We got Kobe Air Force 1s dropping probably the day before I drop this video. I'm on my years dropping a new collection. You know that's coming home. I finally found a colorway of that Nike D8 that I like, so I'm gonna do an elevator pitch for that. Oh yeah, and we got an episode of Got 'em Tardy on the way for a pair that I've been chasing for a couple of years now, so stay locked for that one. I'm gonna try to have more of these sit downs, Mom, but be patient with me, all right? Life be lifing out here. I see y'all running up them short videos, and I'm super glad that y'all enjoying it, and it's kind of leaning me towards that's probably what I should be doing more of. Oh, and by the way, if this is your first time here, you missed anything, you can catch all of my recent videos in the Ball Up Top playlist, man. Just go ahead and check all that out. Also, we about maybe 20 subscribers from 7,500, so hey, maybe somebody in this video is gonna be that. If you are that person, make sure I know it in the comment section, man, so we can celebrate together. And last but not least, do not forget to follow me on IG so you can keep up with all the fly shit. Other than that, I want you to stay blessed, highly favored. I'll stay with 10 fingers and 10 toes. We're gonna check out this On Feet and Foots video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
My assignment today is to encourage your faith that no matter how messy and dirty your situation is, listen to me, it doesn't matter where you're starting if his hand is involved. He said, for in due season you shall reap if you faint not. So now I gotta stop cursing what I feel like is not enough. Don't curse it, submit it. There's no sin in getting weary. The sin is giving up. Little becomes much when you place it in God's hands. Somewhere there's a jewel in every situation. In the hand of God, looks past the dirt and finds the diamond. I don't need faith for a word of confirmation. I need faith to see the contradiction. When nothing matches what he's saying, that's when I need faith. Sometimes you got just a handful, and you gotta have enough faith to celebrate that if you can get a handful, you can have the whole loaf. Because if he did it on Monday, the same hand gonna be there on Tuesday.
There's about to be a manifestation of God in your life, and it's not time to throw in the towel.
God hands makes all the difference in my life. That's why my life is different.